Activation code required. Access granted. Warning. Evacuation sequence activated.
We're back. Welcome to the bunker.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the S-4 Bunker, coming to you live here in the Cascade Mountains here in Concrete, Washington. And
we're in a concrete bunker.
About,
you know what's fucked up?
What?
We never introduce ourselves. We have
they all know who the hell we are.
No, if we have new listeners, they have no idea who the fuck we are.
Maybe we should. Maybe you should do a round.
Eric Cooper and
I'm Kayla.
Okay, Kayla. And
my name is Nikki.
Nikki, what's your name tonight? So Joe is our resident psychic in the group. And Nikki is our resident geologist.
Oh, dear God, help us all.
And Rick is our technical and sound operations guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll figure it out. Does that mean you are a Nazi?
What? I'm not a Nazi.
Did you just say he was a Nazi?
Well, it's usually you.
Wow. Oh, okay, I get it. Ha 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 ha. You're funny.
Oh, shit. Anyway, now you threw me the fuck off.
All right, tonight we're talking about Catholic aliens.
Aliens.
No?
Not habits.
Oh,
yeah.
Like where they live, you know?
Have you ever met a nun? They're kind of alien.
I dated a nun.
No.
Wasn't she an alien?
No, she was actually an ex-nun. She'd just gotten kicked out, and, well, I found out why.
Because she wasn't alien enough for her.
Hey, Robert, how's Australia doing, mate?
It's still there. Last thing I heard.
Mate. Hey, mate, how's Australia doing tonight? Tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was the worst Australian accent
I don't have an Australian
heard.
accent, I'm sorry. Yeah, Robert does.
Probably.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty
Why
sure.
would you assume something about it?
We gotta have him on the show some night, just so we can laugh about his Australian accent.
Jesus.
God, dude.
Oh.
That's the only reason I watch Steve Irwin. Oh.
It's for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of accents, I apparently have a really strange accent because my voice recognition software on my phone doesn't know anything I'm saying.
Well, you're not me, so that seems odd.
That's
you get Texas, Arkansas, and Mississippi all combined, it doesn't have a clue. So I've given up on Siri. I'm not even going to try.
Well, Joe just has the hillbilly bunker Northern California accent.
The hillbilly bunker accent?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I didn't. Californians had an accent. That's what I'm told.
You all have accents. What are you talking about?
Oh my God.
Kind of. So tonight we're talking about, Catholic aliens that make crop circles and cattle mutilations and...
No, alien habits, like anything from cattle mutilations to abductions to just taking a peek and maybe dropping a little art on the, like Banksy.
Yeah.
Whoa, what's a Banksy? Is that like the shoreline?
Fuck, bud.
You really don't know Banksy?
Oh, I have no idea.
He's an artist that just
The
does...
mysterious artist.
Yeah.
He's a graffiti guy.
Oh, okay. I do. I get you. Okay.
Ooh, now do you guys think aliens are actually done graffiti in here?
Yeah, they're called crop circles.
No, I'm not talking crop circles. I'm talking actual
Yeah,
graffiti.
that's right.
Hieroglyphs.
Uh-huh.
Maybe.
No, screw hieroglyphs. They go down to L.A. and they make a blood sign in the Crips area, you know, just to watch a human gang war.
Oh my god! So like a bum fight?
Huh?
Like you throw a pack of cigarettes and you watch people fight over it?
Yeah. Hey, Robert, we're talking shit about you.
Oh man!
You finally found the right channel.
Speaking of bum fights,
Mm-hmm.
that's another alien habit, probing.
Bum fights.
Yes.
Although I don't actually believe they probe.
I don't.
Not in that way. Would I be correct, Nikki?
They do surgery.
They do
But,
surgery,
like,
but they don't.
anal probing.
They don't stick their finger up your ass. I mean, yeah.
No, they don't stick their finger up your
Just
ass.
other
but they-
things.
But they will stick other things up a woman's vagina. So you know, hey,
Right.
I've
go
seen.
figure.
Think I've seen
Who
that.
doesn't?
But it's never a woman that gets probed. It's always the guy from Alabama or Florida.
Well, yeah.
Who, like,
Who lives in the trailer
Yeah,
park?
Depends who you're talking about too.
It's not always
Honestly,
the,
you know, I seem to remember hearing a lot of the getting probed by alien stories. That's back in the 60s and 70s and 80s and all that
Yeah.
stuff. I haven't heard many people mentioning that these days, except
as a
for the
joke.
juvenile humor part. Yeah.
Right.
I don't actually
I think they may have found out everything they need to know about our butt.
I would think, yep, that's not the mouth of this talking ape. Yeah. They mistook the anus for the human's talking mouth.
what? Okay, you know what? Many of people have said, "Oops, I mistook the anus as your mouth," but that is not.
Hey, I've heard you spout quite a bit of bullshit in my day.
Okay, wow. Again, all I can think of is Dr. Zoidberg. Okay. Oops, wrong hole.
Oh, well, you're an alien. Well, what do you think?
Oh God, we're not doing this because I. No,
Yeah, kill the alien. Come on.
no. I have no bad habits.
No, they're all the
Want to try again?
You know, that would make a really good T-shirt. Oops, wrong hole.
I'm pretty sure it exists.
It might.
I did have a friend that I grew up with who, by the time he got to college, could flatulate the first section of "The Eyes of Texas Are Upon You." I kid you not. Or at least that's what we heard in our ears. So you get the tone area off close. So that could be mistaken, I guess.
Well, I guess humans are pretty musical if you think about it.
True.
Well, I know I am.
Only when we eat beans.
Oh, God.
It's the musical fruit.
Musical fruit.
And for the
Do
record,
aliens have music?
Do aliens have music? I believe aliens have music. I
Yes,
think that
they do.
everything in the entire universe is actually run on sound.
Personally, I think music and tones are part of the language, along with clicks and.
You get that?
well, yeah.
Beep boo beep boo boo.
Yeah, look at
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Like
Right?
counters.
Yeah.
Close encounters of the third kind.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't a close
Nikki's
encounter of
not
the
gonna
fourth
get
kind.
a word in edgewise tonight. Oh.
And Nikki's broken for the first time in the show. Note it for the record. It is 10.
I had a
Did
whole
you
bunch
break
of
Nikki again?
I think so.
I had a whole bunch of things went through my head, and then they started.
Oh my God, we're only 10 minutes in,
I
Nikki.
know, we've already broken Nikki's brain. Oh my God.
Oh my God, the deceased comedians, they don't fucking leave me alone because I'm here. Oh my God. You guys get going, and then they start going, and I'm screwed. I can't stop laughing. Yeah.
So is our comedy pissing them off, or are they laughing?
Oh, they enjoy it.
Okay.
Is Gallagher smashing a watermelon by your head?
Wait, which Gallagher? Is it the dead one or the live one, or are they both dead? I thought there were two Gallaghers.
No, that's a Mandela effect.
No. Two Gallaghers.
Here we go.
Yeah, we wandered afield.
So if you're new to the show,
Either
you
that
make
or that
sure you
really-
get in the Discord channel. That's where our chat room is.
No, but think about...
What are we thinking about?
Okay, so she's got comedians. Could you imagine, George Carlin in one ear? And then,
Dennis Leary
Robin
in the other?
Williams
died a
in
few
the
years
other?
ago. Not Robin
No,
Williams.
Robin-
Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh God! Oh, I would be so pissed if Gilbert Godfrey was the comedian that came to me after death. I'd be like, no, stop it!
No, I have.
I like Sam Kinison.
And I like Kinnison, but he's never coming. Oh God, I say that now. He's going to end up coming and visiting me. Anyway, oh no, he's moved on. Oh, he's moved on. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, anyway,
Or you're going to get Farley. And he's gonna be like, you're going to live in a trailer down by the river.
Oh God, that's right. You have been watching Saturday Night Live, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
although I do have to say, Einstein has a pretty good sense of humor. He makes some really funny
Who?
comments.
Who was that?
Who?
Einstein.
Albert Einstein?
I thought you said Jeffrey Epstein.
Wait.
That too.
No,
The guy was hilarious.
Did she just say Albert Einstein?
Yeah.
yeah.
You can talk to Albert Einstein?
I'm drinking coffee flavored coffee tonight.
He's come and talked to me. I've had a conversation between him and two people who were science oriented, and I went, "What the hell are you three talking about?" I mean, it was a conversation. I became a medium, and I went so far above my head. I was like, "What the fuck are you guys talking about?" I mean, I had. And I'm like, and I asked the guys, the gentleman and the lady I was talking to, I was like, does any of this make sense to you? Because none of this makes sense to me. And they're like, oh yeah, we totally understand it. Ask him this, ask him. And I'm like, well, he can hear you, ask your question, and I'll get the response. And I got the response, and oh my God, it was elaborate. And then some of it was, and I practically wanted to pull my hair out. But I'm telling you, he's come back a couple of times, and he's got a good sense of humor.
So next time
Have you ever talked to
him,
Tesla?
I'm kind of curious if he's ever seen crop circles, and what his scientific analysis of a crop circle would be.
I have no idea. If he comes to me, I'll ask him. If he comes to me again, I'll ask.
I'm pretty sure he would say that that's a load of crop.
Oh, she's been saving that all day. You've been saving that all day, haven't you, Kayla?
You've been practicing.
I save things for years.
Oh wait, you don't
Just
like beer.
till the
Never
time
mind.
is right.
But you've settled on dad humor. That's the worst kind.
Oh. I could show you my mom humor, but Cole said it's not radio appropriate.
No. Never appropriate.
Yeah. That's one thing that sticks out to Paula is the mashed potato scene when he makes a mashed potato Devil's Tower thing. I can't remember what his name is. Who's the actor in Close Encounters?
Richard Dreyfuss.
Richard
Yes.
Dreyfuss.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I was gonna say E.T., but I was wrong.
No, E.T. was. They were a given.
He was in the ship.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I always get him and Richard Dreyfuss mixed up.
He's a Muppet too.
Is E.T. a Muppet?
Yes.
Holy Henson.
Richard Dreyfuss or E.T.?
No, me and Kayla were talking earlier.
Hey,
And-
I thought you said Richard Dreyfuss was a Muppet, and that makes a lot of sense.
Any character that any puppet that Jim Henson made
Yeah.
is considered under the name Muppet. So Yoda is a Muppet.
Okay.
So is E.T.
Wait a minute.
Correct.
So did Henson's studio do the Muppet for Yoda, or was that just Frank Oz by himself?
It was Frank Oz, but Frank Oz, you got to remember, is Kermit as well.
True,
So
but he can't. But it's not a Henson Productions character. It's arguing semantics. My bad.
well, no. So
I get off weeds on this stuff. So.
Lucasfilms paid Jim Henson Productions for Yoda.
Okay, that's what I needed. Okay,
So
yes, then,
every
yeah.
time that Yoda's likeness is used, they get a cut of the pie.
Gotcha.
Pie.
Well, they're owned by the same company now, so it really doesn't matter. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Friend.
Damn mouse owns everything.
Yeah, they do.
Kayla got
China.
introduced to the really dirty Muppets last night.
Oh, are you talking about the movie with Melissa? What's her face in it?
No.
no.
On SNL, I was watching the Dirty Muppets, and I was like, damn! X-rated Muppets!
Yeah, that's what I don't want to watch. Yeah, so
It was like porn star Elmo. It was great.
Well, you did find one that you want, and I want too.
Jesus.
emergency.
Thank you so much.
So what I like about Close Encounters too, though, is Ronald Reagan's response to it.
Ronald Reagan's response to Close Encounters?
Yeah,
The fact that it was written off of a secretized document?
Steven Spielberg went to the White House and showed him Close Encounters the third time before it was released, and he looked at Steven Spielberg after it was done and said that was the closest to reality that I think I've ever seen in a movie.
Okay, but seriously, did you know that it was actually written off of a document that he had received?
I have no doubt about it.
So, really, yeah, it would be close because it was written off of an actual account that the government had.
Well, and we don't know.
Yeah.
We honestly don't know how much the presidents are actually briefed. I think it's closer to Independence Day where they're going, well, that's not entirely true, Mr. President. We actually do have an Area 51 with aliens.
I think it depends on the president.
Probably.
I don't think any of them since basically Clinton have been debriefed on anything.
So, looking at it,
Clinton
you've got...
was?
I'm not sure that Clinton was either. To be honest, it's probably Eisenhower and below. But
If you
I
would've
think
found out
that at some
Kayla,
point...
if Clinton would have found out there was aliens at Area 51, he
Everybody
would
would have known.
Oh God, yes. So,
Everybody
yeah,
would have known. And then you go to Obama. Obama, I don't know what he knew or didn't know, but Obama's response when the little boy asked him was, there's a lot of things I can't tell you. But
Right.
he honestly didn't know anything? I don't know. Then you got, moving on to Trump, you got Trump that goes, well, I don't know, maybe they're real, maybe they're not, I don't believe in them. And those were his words.
Yeah.
right.
Now,
Probably didn't care one way or the other. So
Probably
Now,
not.
Biden just can't remember if he believes in them or
No,
not.
he doesn't know. Yesterday he did, but today, what are aliens?
Yeah, and that's what I was saying, is I think that in the beginning,
Oh, absolutely. I think
They
Truman
were.
and Eisenhower were
but
the first
I
two.
actually would go as far down as saying that I think maybe JFK might have been the last one
I think
because
JFK probably was about 17.
JFK had decided that he was going to tell them and all kinds of stuff. There was this whole secret background about that crap.
Yep.
So maybe from
There's
that
lots
point,
of reports of Nixon
exactly.
knowing all about it.
Right.
He even
Okay.
took Jackie Gleason onto an Air Force base to see an alien.
Yeah, that's right.
I forgot about Nixon.
Heard that story. Yep.
And Bush, he was head of the CIA at one point. He knew all about it.
Oh yeah, it's Bush Senior. Bush Junior, not so much.
Senior.
I think he was out of the loop. Yeah,
No,
Bush Junior
that
was definitely out
well,
of the loop. On a lot
you
more
have to
things.
go beyond. You have to go beyond Bush Senior. Bush Senior's dad, the senior, was actually
Part of the Majestic 12.
He was part of the MJ-12.
Vannevar Bush.
Yep, he was
Yep.
part of the MJ-12. So there you go. You got three. Yeah, you've got three lines of the Bush family who were. Now, what did Bush Jr. know? Probably not a damn thing. How many words did he make up on his interviews?
Hey,
I mean, just saying. Yeah, no. The hell, I'm not going to push play on that.
Oh, do it.
oh, dude, it's freaking hilarious. Okay, anyways.
I look at that and go, hey, dum-dum, dum-dum, you got gum-gum?
That's the mighty Favad.
Gum-gum for my dum-dum? Yeah.
That's the mighty Pravad.
I know. I tried to find like a doll or like a action figure or something of this guy,
Yeah, we want
and
him.
I can't. So now I'm just gonna have to make one.
What, on the show?
Huh?
You want him on the show?
I would love to have the mighty Faba on the show. That'd be hilarious. He'd just give us wisdom.
Oh, so how far back did anyone find the crop circles go?
Popsicles?
Yeah, fucking popsicle.
What did
What do
you
you mean?
say?
Crop circle.
Crop circles.
What's the first crop
At
circle?
least until back in the Middle Ages, there was the Europeans were talking about the devil's circles that they would find in their crops. This is back in the 12, 13, 1400s.
Okay.
Yeah, and
The
there
first time we
was.
ever actually identified him as an alien thing was...
No, they
Probably
just thought the
not.
devil did it because the
No,
devil
no.
did everything back then.
Yeah, but I'm saying the first time was in England in...
70s?
No.
No, it was way before
Way
that.
Oh,
before.
okay, okay.
Like, the late 1800s was the first one.
Well, documented as such.
First
That-
modern.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that it has to go back
I'm sure
thousands and thousands
does,
of
but
years.
There's a lot of factors that they wouldn't have known about, like the genetic manipulation of the cells. They wouldn't think about that.
Well,
back
see,
then,
and the
would they?
other problem with that is I don't think that they're doing it to like starve us out or anything. So back in the
No.
beginning of time, like we really, really relied on those crops to live. So I think instead of doing crop circles and that kind of thing back then, that's why we have some of the like Nazca line type shit.
Well, pictographs.
Okay,
right.
they did pictographs, they did
Yeah.
carving, stuff like that to keep the same, or deforestation of certain areas that aren't going to really impact the human beings or the life on that planet.
Right. And so, do we think that's graffiti?
I don't think it's graffiti,
Or what do you think?
but
it is?
I also. Sorry.
It's awfully. Oh, go ahead, Kayla. No, I was just going to agree with you. It's amazing the amount of detail they put into that to not have any way of
Yeah.
or a visual reference point from the sky. There's no helicopter that can tell them to put this stone here or this stone there.
Mm-hmm.
The Nazca
No.
lines are to draw what they or how they did. I'm not sure how they did
Right.
it, but yeah, I mean,
You know,
it's
they tried to say, "Oh, that was they did that by there was a guy that was standing on top of the cliff looking down." Yeah, okay. Hey, Igor, move the rock this way. No, they didn't have radios. I mean, how else will they do it?
With runners. But still.
Oh no, they had drones back then. Because birds. Remember the birds?
That wasn't until
Yeah.
the 50s.
Okay.
They aren't reals. God.
They have
Okay.
some
No, but-
pottery that they've found around the Nazca area that have depicted on it what can only be described as balloons. People in balloons. Mm-hmm. So you never know what they had back then.
No, that's absolutely true.
Well, I mean, when we look at like the different technology that we've created, and we think about people thousands and thousands of years ago, people's intelligence was still there.
Yep.
We were still Homo sapiens. We still created things. Just because half of those things didn't last a millennia doesn't mean that it wasn't there.
And Duracell thought they were the first battery until the
We all know that the Baghdad batteries were energizers because they keep
Right.
going and going.
Today too. I've got one.
Yep.
Not really.
For
It is no. It's not.
Well, you can't say that humans today are more. I actually watched a person pushing on a door that said "pull on it."
fuck you, I do that every day.
Oh my God, Cole did that last night.
I do
Okay.
that every day.
No, but seriously, okay? So we have had the same brain capacity since we have moved into the realm of being Homo sapiens. Okay? Our
Right.
brain capacity is there.
Oh, we still don't use half
So
our brain.
That's
there's
not true.
there is no
That's
way.
not true. That is medical myth.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes, it
We
is.
use 100% of our
We use
brain.
it all.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Some of us just don't use it as well as others.
Oh, I'm
No.
sorry.
but there's no way that the people back then were as stupid as we seem to think they were.
Uh-oh.
Just because they had less technology as far as what we know of as technology doesn't mean that they wouldn't have created a tool that would let them do this.
Can you imagine an Egyptian putting down a stone while on his cell phone?
Okay.
No, Muhammad, stop!
Yeah.
Get off your phone! Pay attention! Yeah.
Look at what?
Look at the Egyptian. There's a race of humans, and I do not remember, but they're in Egypt. They were during the Egyptian times. They're still alive today, and they're considered a tribe. And they had the ability to use laser type. I'm not going to call them weapons, but items to create circular pinholes through stone. Fascinating. I mean, there are studies done on it. Can't tell
They
you
have
what
that at
studies are
Puma
right
Punko.
now because they're. I don't
think that's in
remember the
Peru.
name.
Yes, in Peru, in Puma Punko.
In Peru, Puma Punko, there's no way that any of that stuff was done without using lasers of some
Right.
type.
Yeah, and they found in Egypt they found these giant boulders with pinhole
Yeah.
cylinders all the way through them, and they're like, scientists now are like, how is this done? You know, well, hello, there's all sorts of. I mean, you focus crystals a specific way, you can create very specific rays of light, hot enough to do some serious damage.
Right? Well, and we think about, like, when they talked about the Lighthouse of Alexandria, they said that it had basically a beam weapon that would fire on ships and burn whole ships down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and what they used for that
A
were
big
giant,
piece of glass, like a magnifying glass, just like melting ants.
Yeah. Well, what they did is they created metal in a concave manner and used the sun.
They did this.
Yeah. No.
What she's talking about, they did on Mythbusters, and it did work on a small scale. Of course, they were working on a small scale too, but it did work.
Right, but,
So-
like, we're assuming, we sit there and we assume that it was some kind of mirrored device or that it was some kind of magnifying glass that did this. But if they truly did have enough technology to light a light bulb at some point, like we've seen on the walls of Egyptian culture, then they had enough power to power something kind of like a Tesla coil. And if you were to have a Tesla coil up in that Lighthouse of Alexandria and you were to spark it at a ship, it would catch on fire. These were all timberline ships. They weren't
Exactly.
like big
Exactly.
destroyers or anything like we have now.
No,
So-
they had masts and sails, and you can set a sail on fire with
Glass.
light.
Glass.
Light. Pretty-
Yeah, with
Yep.
anything. And I mean, once that sail goes up, if you don't pull it fast enough, that whole ship is gone.
Mm-hmm.
You bet.
So that's an interesting conversation going on in the chat room. So what you're saying is
Yeah,
They used
selling.
the Baghdad battery to fire up a vibrator.
I don't agree.
No.
I think it was just a slave holding it and shaking real hard.
Okay, but I gotta be. They have
Save the
found
batteries for other things like
That's right.
tons
Sweet.
For the
of
one light bulb.
sex toys from different ancient cultures.
Oh no, absolutely.
They found sex toys all over the world and different little pamphlets that are drawings of sexual positions. And look at freaking the Kama Sutra and all that crap. Like,
So-
it's
Holy
been
shit.
out there forever.
until Jerry Falwell.
Do you realize what that
Kama
means?
Sutra's not correct.
You know, I've
No,
actually heard a
you know
rumor.
what I mean.
Kayla may be right. I've heard a rumor
absolutely.
that people enjoy sex.
Right?
There is.
But do you realize what that means? If they found pamphlets from that long ago, that means DSHS is the oldest government entity out there.
Yep. Well, they had sacred prostitutes in a lot of the old pagan temples.
Well, I mean, sex trade was one of the first big organizations.
Yep.
It's just.
Well, yeah. There's a reason why they.
Sexual temple. In Minoan times, they had sexual temples. I mean, it's very well documented.
Well, I mean, look at the ancient Greek and the ancient. Like, come on. This was part of everyday life, man.
No, absolutely.
There's a reason they call it the world's oldest profession. This stuff has been around.
Yep.
You know, we act like we just sort of, it wasn't the Puritans that screwed everything up. Let's just blame
He
them.
said Puritan.
Okay, seriously, since Oog and Goog were in the cave and whacked one of the other in the head, there's been sexual proclivities. Okay?
Well,
Well, you've got Puritans today. I mean, where do you think the purity culture came from? It came from the Puritan ideology. Yeah. Anyway, the
I know.
aliens didn't get that memo.
Yeah.
no.
Well, I mean, okay. So if human beings, Jesus Christ, guys. All right.
Well, okay, but imagine the first alien doing a probing, and he's like, "What's all this shit coming out of here?"
Literally.
What? You look disturbed.
What?
You look disturbed.
I'm just
Can you
upset
find-
that
can
you
you
think that
imagine
aliens.
alien?
You know what broke Nikki? She's broken me, so I'm. So yeah.
Can you imagine an alien finding a human vibrator? What's this do? What do you do with this?
Look, it's a
Has
snake.
anybody ever described a gray alien as having a winky? No, I don't think so.
No.
It is a big mystery to them.
No, we can say.
And why in the hell? Oh my god, the
It's not a
only
winky,
thing going
it's a-
through my head right now is the winky in the brain.
Winky in the brain.
I know exactly what the aliens use the dildos they collect from Earth.
Oh, please. Does it go in your ear?
They make whipping cream.
They make whipping
They,
cream.
they think it's our mixers.
Oh.
You use them as mixers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what alien sex is?
Well, is that why Michael Jackson made that Just Beat It?
I am not.
Oh, you're going to kill my voice tonight.
Oh. Oh.
We've talked about this.
Oh.
The aliens are
I can't
ancient
see
races.
straight 'cause of
Oh,
the tears
sorry.
Michael
coming out
Jackson
my eyes.
wasn't into ancient things.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Okay. So, moving on from something that will sue us.
What'd you say?
Oh, so did you ever see the video? Remember the time? Yeah, he was a little bit into that. So, Egyptian. Yep.
I think we watched different videos.
Cole.
What?
Wow. Just put it all out there. Okay,
I
so.
wonder if aliens date. Is there like interracial dating?
I would assume that aliens date.
Can you imagine a gray child coming to his parents? My girlfriend's a reptilian, and she's got a real sexy tail. Bam, 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 bam.
Okay, are we talking about
fuck no.
intergalactic
You ain't dating
Jerry
no
Springer?
goddamn reptilian? Yeah.
So, like alien Tinder.
Huh?
Alien Tinder. That would suck if you got like a shapeshifter.
Oh my
That's like an
god!
automatic catfish.
No, that's
No.
my ex. Shift into.
No, I could totally see Alien Tinder being like, oh my god, they're only 20,000 light years away. Like,
Can I get an Uber? Yeah.
shit. I wonder if there is Alien Uber.
Jesus fuck, guys.
Hey, we're talking about alien habits. Come on. Do they?
Well, that would explain why we get abducted. Uber Eats, dude.
No, that's a necklace. Give me some of them talking ape chicken.
Wait, so they can get cows delivered?
Yeah, that's why the mutilations. I mean, okay, this all makes sense now. Okay?
Alright, I get it. If your cow arrives pre-mutilated, you only get 1 star.
Okay, so no, Earth is not actually a planet. It's a fucking cafeteria. Okay?
Yep.
And they just pick up whatever they want whenever they want it,
No.
and they take it to Galactia Prime.
Fuck the cafeteria. We're the Earth buffet.
Yeah, the buffet of Earth.
So you have all these little, little elves going, Mommy, can we go to the Earth buffet today?
And I'm telling you, giants and hobbits tasted better than humans. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
That's why they're gone.
Yes, folks. The S-4 Bunker is taking a crash dive into alien habits. Oh,
This might be a show for drinking.
So,
Funny.
actually, Kayla just reminded me of something. Ancient Aliens pissed me off again tonight.
oh God! Now what do they do?
Well,
This
that
crocodiles
should be a normal
were-
thing,
No,
right?
Well, yeah, but this one was...
Fuck
It was
you.
just completely insensitive.
Huh?
It was completely insensitive.
Okay. Well,
They called anyone who can be considered a giant, in any way, shape, or form, a freak.
A freak of nature.
look at Andre the Giant. They were calling him freak forever too.
But
And he
But
was-
it's
and he was
2023, man.
I know.
this
No,
is
I
one
know.
of the newer seasons,
Right.
and they still did it in a very hurtful way.
Well,
There's a bunch of NBA players right now
And
that
you're
are like,
right,
screw
Paula.
you, man.
Kayla would be the one roasting a poor hobbit over the fire pit. Absolutely.
Yeah, until I turn to stone because one of them tricks me.
No, that's the gargoyles. Hobbits don't turn to stone.
I
Oh,
don't.
God,
All I know
well,
is that I saw a 6'10" man from Nigeria that could do things with the basketball that I have never seen before in my life. So he's either got to be alien or he is a giant.
That's not where
So-
I thought we're going with that.
Come on, Nikki. Come
Well,
on.
I feel bad too because when you said I knew a man, all I could think of was from Nantucket.
Well, I didn't know them personally. I should have said I saw a man, and that would have even been worse. So, all things considered, I'm just going to stop talking now.
Oh,
So,
circles. Let's talk about crop circles.
yeah, how about them crop circles? You seen any good ones lately?
Oh my god. Okay,
no.
so if we're going to go back to crop circles,
crop circles are orgy sites.
those are not orgy sites. Okay.
Quit hoping.
Okay, whoa.
Those are alien brothels.
All right, time out. Bringing it around town. Bringing it around. Okay. Each of you, what do you think a crop circle actually is? Minus the orgy site, Eric.
Google Maps.
Yeah, I do think so. And I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago we talked about it.
Sorry, I read the chat.
Yeah, the chat's killing you.
I didn't know you were that into hobbits.
He's only 3 foot tall. Come on.
Okay.
We're good.
Joe.
You are way fucking taller than that, Joe. Your feet are that big. I believe that. And that hairy.
Wait, you've seen Joe's feet?
Oh, I'm pretty. Yeah, he's on Feet Finder, didn't you?
Is that a part of Pornhub?
It's an offshoot.
For the foot fetish in you, yeah.
Oh, God. It's only a small piece of Pornhub. Okay, so...
You know what, 8 inches long, right?
We didn't want to know why you.
Oh, shit. Oh, we're gonna make you fucking honk tonight.
Oh, Lord.
You should read the chat for a second. Fred, I honestly believe that crop circles are like navigational beacon type pieces. Jesus Christ.
Fuck, we broke Eric!
Oh,
Okay.
before I got over here, though, I'm just fucking oh my god, my brain is tired.
I don't think... I think they're messages from I can't do this. No.
Rick, are you trying to get some or something?
Oh, seriously. No, he's trying to break Paula, but yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm broke, Robert. I am. Anyway, so crop circles. We talked about this a couple years ago. That what if they are, like you said, Google Maps for
Well, like a beacon, a navigational beacon.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Well, no. So think about it, and it's kind of hard to prove it. Mm-hmm. Unless you know where like gold mines are, or silver mines, or things.
So
of that
you
nature.
think they're a beacon to resource?
Possibly? I mean,
Okay.
just a theory.
Okay.
Nobody knows what the fuck they are.
To be perfectly honest, I think they're actual mathematical messages. So we're being sent something to further or better humanity, or to learn something from the alien overlords, and they're giving it to us in a form that we can
Overlords.
What they are.
understand.
That's
Uh,
well put.
in all reality, all it says is no smoking.
No smoking. Oh my God.
That's where aliens can't smoke.
You know, what now? When we're talking about alien habits, okay, Nikki, you'd probably be the best one to tell me if I'm like completely wrong here. Okay, but
Go for it.
aliens have got to have some shitty habits too. Okay, so like humans, okay, we some of us do drugs, some of us smoke, some of us drink, some of us are crazy mass murderers, whatever the hell it is. There has to be
a human going, hey, what's this bone?
aliens,
He didn't pick the bone off his leg good enough.
right? There has to be aliens that have bad habits as well. And I'm
They
talking
abduct people. They frickin' mutilate cattle.
no, but I'm talking like actual like narcotic use, like that type of a habit, something mind altering.
Death sticks.
Based on how I understand it, depends on that. Based on how I understand it, it depends on the race of being. Like, excuse me, I'm all laughing. From what I understand, the tall grays, nada. Not anything that I'm aware of. I mean, because they they do not have the emotion stick. Sorry. They're all like, I don't know, Keith might disagree with me, but based on my experience, they are very science oriented. Then I've met others that are very, lack of a better word, emotional, and have real issues with a lot of different things. And then I've come across others that kind of in between the two, and I'm like, okay, So,
Like, have you
based on
ever?
what I personally,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of them do, some of them don't.
Like, have you ever heard of a race of aliens that would be considered like our hippies?
Oh, what a question. How are hippies?
Like, just like free love, mind altering. I do what I want. I'm just chilling.
The hippie race has never left their planet.
No, fuck no, they're too stoned.
Yeah. They
There's
thought
a form
about
of the lyrics that remind me of that, but I don't remember the name of their race. It's not Lumeria. But there is a race of being that reminds me of. Maybe Keith can say the name, but they remind me of the Lyrans for some reason.
No, okay.
Yeah, the Lyrans are the
disagree.
feline race, aren't they?
Yeah, but there's also now I've met. I distinctly remember the Laborians, and they are very. They're not like that at all, though. Very much a feline race. They are shapeshifters, and I've seen them shapeshift. And oh my, when they shapeshift, and the men are oh my god.
Alien sex. Alien sex.
Male species, well, they're quite tall. They're 8 feet tall. So yeah, and they're not compatible with the humans, and by any stretch of the imagination. But I could conceive of them being do what you want, but yet they're in a society that is very structured.
They could pick you up and put you in a tree?
Yeah, pretty freaking much. I mean, they are when they fight, they battle to the death. I mean, that's what I remember from them. Excuse me, and I remember being a Laborian at one time, and that lifetime just kind of freaks me out just thinking about it. But anyway, you could do what you want to a certain extent, but not quite like what Kayla's talking about. But there's another core of errands that remind me of it.
Okay, so I guess more what I would be like would be like all right, I'm bringing it back to like some Star Trek stuff here, just because that's what it brings to mind for me.
Right.
Like the Q. Okay, off of Star Trek, where they've been around for so long and done so many things, and they're like almost these eternal beings, so there's nothing left to do besides screw with people. You know what I mean?
It's out of sheer boredom.
Angelics remind me. Yeah, but the angelics remind me of that, but yet they've also got a lot of these beings have real defined structures. I mean, they're not going to screw with humans. Excuse me, they're not going to screw with humans unless they're out of the fold, so to speak.
Well, out of the fold puts them into another. Yeah.
Well,
right.
It puts,
It puts them into the other camp down below, or metaphorically.
Yeah. Yeah, it can.
So I
You don't really want to.
I do think they smoke in a weird way. So, and I've never really talked about this bitch on the show. My ex, that is. Well, it was interesting one time is she had amnesia and came back from wherever the fuck she was. And I was, day 2 of her having amnesia, these aliens channeled through her. And there were 3 of them. I could tell distinctly the personality changes and the voice changes. And one was older, and there were 2, I guess, younger or children. And the feeling I got was they were actually on a teaching mission. So I light up a cigarette, No, I was smoking a pipe. That's right, a tobacco pipe. And this just crazy look crossed her face. And this alien said, "What is that?" This is like, "Well, it's my smoking pipe." And the response was, "Oh, inhalator." I thought that was weird. But, you know,
that sounds about right.
it dawned on me that, yeah, it is an inhalator. But it's not. Inhalators mean something different to humans, but they wouldn't to an alien.
Yes,
So,
correct.
yeah, you know,
Just like the term inoculation.
right.
I've been told that I've had an inoculation, and I'm like, why are you giving me a shot? You know, and they're like, because you need to have protection. But they won't elaborate. So, yeah,
Right.
words are very, very different meanings.
Have different meanings
between us
for
and
aliens.
them.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other, like, big thing that I've always wondered about, because we have so many movies, like The Day the Earth Stood Still, and different things like this, where aliens will die because of a certain, like, a common cold.
Right.
Or they'll die because of some kind of bacteria in the system that they're not used to. Or all of this
And
stuff.
that actually
And I mean,
makes sense, 'cause
and
we'll
we've
die the
seen
same
this
way.
with our own culture, going from land to land and giving them different bugs and different things that were not prevalent there. So half of their species ends up dying because they don't have the immunities to it.
Right.
Okay, so how is it that some of these aliens that we talk about coming to Earth and like seeing them without their suiting on? Okay, because we've had a lot of people talk about seeing an alien for what an alien is, not like in a space suit, not in an environmental suit or anything like that. How would they be able to come here, first of all, survive our atmosphere, because their chemical makeup is totally different in most cases when they're talking about them, and be able to survive all of our germs, all of our pollution, all of our everything that our planet has, including the gravitational pull and everything? How would a species from any other planet be able to survive that?
Depends
They've been
on
here as
how
long
many.
as we have.
Depends
They've
on
been
how
here
many.
forever.
Or if they've done
Yeah,
enough
I-
research.
No, all the races have been for here forever,
Well, that
though.
and with as many
They've been here-
planets, as they go to, because a lot of these races go to a number of different. Okay, I'm getting told that's not right. That's what I was told.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm being told that's not right. Well, okay, so can I say some? Yeah, okay, so I'm getting corrected as I'm talking. So some races, better? Okay, better. I'm not getting screamed. Some races go from planet to planet and
Right.
can adjust, whereas others do not.
Okay,
But-
and I gotta say, I agree with
do
Joe
know is
here.
They get inoculated as well. I do know that.
I do agree with Joe here that some of them have to have been earthbound
Oh,
and
yeah.
have grown up
Yes.
here and are
Yes.
used to all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and then you have some races that have been here forever, since the beginning of time, but they live under the ground.
Right, or whatever. And I mean, if they really did come back in ancient times, then they would grow up with us and they would become immune to the diseases and be able to function within our boundaries.
Well, yes, and then you're also dealing with the hybrids. You're dealing with hybridization. Then you're dealing with a whole different, essentially, race of being. In my opinion, I don't want to get yelled at again. But that's that's in my opinion. And I do know that, like with my hybrid children, they are a month on a ship, and then they go from ship to planet, and then from one planet for schooling onto ship again, then transferred over to another planet, and then have more schooling on that other planet. So they're bouncing from different planet different atmospheres.
Okay, so basically from birth, they're bouncing from this one to this one to this one to become immune to the different types.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's how I understand it. But I know that as a hybrid. I don't understand. Like, I know the tall grays, they can pretty much go anywhere, and I don't understand their immune system at all.
To be perfectly honest, I've always thought of a gray as not actually being a gray. I've thought of them as having a biological suit. It's just that it's like skin tight.
The ones that I have seen, that's not the case. There have been ones that I have seen where that is the case, but the tall grays, they aren't in a suit, honey. They're in skin, butt-ass naked, what we would call butt-ass naked. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, because they're butt-ass naked, I'm looking at them going, where's your sex organs? And I don't mean that in a derogatory way, but I mean, you've got, there's nothing down below, there's nothing on top, and oh, well, we don't conform as male or female, yet I call bullshit on that when I get told that, because there's a tall gray that is a parental type figure to me that is male, as I recognize male energy.
Maybe they're more than like your common frogs.
Amphibian.
Because they could be amphibian-like in that way, where they can be either or.
And real quick, Paula, I'd like to get to your question here in a few minutes.
I think that last one was more of a statement.
It is, but no, let's bring that up.
No, look at it again.
Oh, she loves butts, yeah. Is it possible?
Oh my god!
Is it possible that
cheeks just got red?
Is it possible that some of the races that don't have genitals were in an alien war that possibly were in an alien war where they were radiated or whatnot, and through mutation or through genetics lost them?
Well, I mean, if we could evolve to the point where we didn't actually need sexual organs. Now, okay, so if you were to take sex and love and all this stuff out of the equation, then all you would have is intelligence, which basically is what I've heard grays basically are, is just a big ass brain in a flappy little stickman suit. Like
the talking apes.
That's what the tall grays are to me. That's oh my god! Oh, Jesus!
That's a Winnie the Pooh butt. Who's got a butt too?
I can't look at that, otherwise I'll start laughing. Okay, so I had to close my screen over that one. I wanted to say
that just changed my whole perspective of Winnie the Pooh. Thank you, Cole.
You're welcome.
Because he's Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh Bear.
I can't watch the cartoons anymore.
Oh,
okay. Nikki,
anyway,
what do you know about the alien war that was supposed to happen from 2017 to 2023?
It's still happening. It's 2023.
I know.
Oh.
Have you been told through all of your contacts anything about the specific war that was going to happen from 2017 to 2023? And whoever won determined the outcome of, I don't know, a whole lot of shit here?
You said Pacific, as in ocean, Pacific Ocean, as in Northwest Pacific. What did you specifically mean?
No, I didn't say. So there's supposed to be... Yeah. There's supposed to be an alien race.
Oh, specific. Okay, got
it. There's supposed to be an alien war that was going on between multiple races from 2017 to 2023, and whoever won, whichever races or allies of those races won, would determine an outcome that we don't know yet. Have you heard anything
Call
about that?
bullshit.
Okay.
I call bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I was, if I, okay, oh God, that goes into the, all right. In 2019, I was told by the other side that there would be major changes in 2020, 2021, 2023, 2025, and 2028. And they could be global, they could be countrywide, but I have not heard anything from the other side regarding an ET war of that magnitude.
Okay.
Now, that said, I do know individuals who have astral traveled long mother effing distances, astral travel, and have seen in complete, and this is in complete, other people have called bullshit on it, but I know individuals who have, that are very good at astral travel and can travel really long effing distances.
Right.
And I trust them so they have told me personally that they have seen a large, not a cadre, what is the word for a large group of ships? I can't think of what it's called.
Armada.
Really large.
Armada, yeah.
Armada, thank you. Armada. They've seen in astral, while they've been in astral, very, very large, enough to take years to get to Earth. And they were in the process of leaving. Now, this was, 1 to 2 years ago? I have not heard anything from the other side regarding any of that as of yet. Now, could that be what I was being told about? Possible. Regarding ETs coming, but I've never, from any of the races that have taken me, I've never, that's not what they're into. They are not into, now, okay, I have to clarify what I just said.
I need to clarify too.
There is a race.
They're not fighting over Earth. They're fighting each other, and we're just in the crossfire.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about that. What I need to clarify about what I said was that I have been in hand-to-hand combat. My body is still very much aware of it. My memories are still very much aware of it. I remember having my hands on what I classify as ET weapons in my clone body. In one of the 3 clone bodies that I've got, and I know that I've been in hand-to-hand combat. Now, do I remember what that battle or those battles have been about? No. There's a reason for that. I'm not supposed to know, and I know that I'm not supposed to know. Although, do I get mad about it? Yeah. But does it have anything to do with Earth? No. That I do know.
I guess the question too would be, was it something futuristic or something in the past?
Yeah, what if they were talking about 2019 to 2023 BC?
No, what I got, it was, I got told very specific things. No, it was all futuristic stuff. And the 2028 thing, that does have to do with ETs. That I do know. But I do not know in
the
exactly
ETs made our
way.
Stock market crash.
But I do know that it's not some kind of invasion or anything like that. It's nothing like that. And folks that put that kind of stuff out, it drives me up a wall. And I know it upsets Keith because he's like, "Oh,
that's what kills me. Because why are they going to send an armada? Why are they going to send an armada here to take out the Earth? To take one EMP and we'd be back in the Dark Ages. They don't need a damn armada to take us out.
Okay, so there's something I've never.
I mean,
right.
All right, so
there would be
in the blink of an eye.
So there's something I've never understood about EMPs. So I'm going to ask just in case anybody happens to know this. Okay, so EMPs are supposed to take out any electrical signals in whatever area. So why doesn't it kill the humans?
Well, because it only
because
works
it doesn't.
It only impacts.
Because we're not created with integrated circuits.
Yeah.
Has to do.
Now, if you had a circuit in your
how
brain,
I understand it, it has something to do with the circadian rhythm of the heart and the frequency at which I don't know how to explain this.
Now, with that being said, if you had a
Has to do
pacemaker
with the
or something
circadian.
like
Has
that,
to do with the
Right. And I mean, like, I understand that a pacemaker or something like that would take you out.
Yeah.
But I mean, doesn't it seem like the electrical impulses in our brain, therefore, would also be neutralized?
no, different kind of circuit.
Different kind of. Okay, so it would be like the difference between AC and DC.
Those are
Like we're taking out the
neurological
AC, we're not taking out the DC.
Those are
Or
neurological
vice
circuits,
versa.
they're not electrical. per se.
Okay.
It's like
So-
all your brand new cars that are run with computers, they would be taken out. But if you have a 1960
Oh, right.
Chevelle,
Like if it's
Right.
just the alternator
it's
that's
not,
okay.
It's not going to be bothered.
Okay.
Well, I think it
It's
drains.
electrical too, but
Wouldn't it drain
different kind
the
of electronics.
Wouldn't it drain the battery?
Yes.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
you could always just pop in and use the alternator to charge. You know, I mean, like you'd be fine as long as you had a stick shift, which all of the cars back then basically were. So
Yeah,
You'd be
kinda
fine.
screwed. Well, I guess I'm screwed.
Three on the column, baby. Three on the column.
I have a
Three in the
Honda and a
tree,
damn
bro.
2018 truck. I'm
That
screwed.
too.
Are you getting back to that butt probing stuff?
No.
No.
no, man. Why do you
Hey, we
want
can't
us
agree,
to?
Joe.
I thought there's some kind of weird new thing. I'm sorry.
We're talking about a stick shift, sir.
Oh, he was turned on by the stick.
He
That's
just
what
doesn't
it
know
is.
how to get it into gear.
Oh God, no! I just
You have
can't.
not experienced
I
terror.
can't unsee
You
that.
have not experienced terror until you've driven a 1956 Plymouth Mayflower down a hill with no brakes because there was none in the reservoir. It emptied out under your feet.
I'm not
So yeah, so that's when they used to put brake fluid
Ooh.
underneath, for some reason, underneath the
scroll.
driver's feet. So yeah, that was
Okay.
terrifying.
Sorry, I had to
Okay,
scroll up
what
that
about
that
a
button.
1972 Chevy Chevette that has no floor left because it's all eroded? That was scary as
That'd be
shit.
just fine.
Oh no, that's just normal.
Okay,
and
you know what?
washed and
Okay, I gotta tell you this terrible story because it's terrible, but it's hilarious. Okay, so we had that little beater car, and it had absolutely no floor in it. Okay, on the driver's side. And Cole is driving. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. And he runs over this dead dog on the road. Okay? And its head pops up into the floor between the brake pedals and him. And it's just like slapping him on the legs and like oh my god, it was fucking disgusting, but I could not stop laughing for like a month about that.
I could. That was gross.
so one, you're in Canada, and two, it's a Chevy. So that's what we've learned from this lesson. So,
No, this was in
No,
Bellingham.
this was in Bellingham. Okay.
Oh, same thing. Canada.
Canada, we don't have dead pets on the streets. That's littering. So,
That's dinner.
And we don't believe on throwing nothing on the floor. Oh my gross. Okay, sorry. Swallow, Nikki! Swallow!
Are we back on that again?
No, she was taking a drink of her water bottle, and it looked like she was going to explode, so I was making sure she swallowed it before.
That's why I got the towel.
I thought you were hitchhiking across the galaxy. That makes way more sense now.
Oh, I could easily hitchhike across the galaxy. I suppose if I really wanted to. Oh, holy crap. They let me before. I wonder if they'll let me do it again. That was fun, actually. Oh, that's a subject.
So, okay,
God.
we've covered crop circles.
Crop circles.
And everything else in between.
Probing and
In between what? Oh,
What else do you want to cover?
In between the cheeks, Kayla.
oh sorry.
Cheeks.
My bad.
Left cheek, left cheek.
Oh, God, don't get cheeky with me.
So, how about creating hybrids?
What?
How about creating hybrids?
Oh, I thought you were talking about pirates for some reason. Like, I heard something about pirates.
Oh, hold on. Let's backtrack a minute. So Paula wanted to know what alien life forms would think about typical human habits. And that's so alien abductees have repetitive abductions, like 1 to 3 times a week or more in some cases. They'll go out, they'll get a tattoo, they'll get an ear piercing, they'll go get a suntan, and immediately that night they'll get abducted because the aliens are going, wow, shiny. What's that thing in your ear? Why do you do that? Ooh, what's that colorful art on your arm or your ass or whatever the hell? Why
You think they're
turn
mad
brown?
that you branded yourself?
Yeah.
Oh.
So when it comes to human habits,
Consider it
yeah,
poison.
they do find human habits interesting, I guess you could say.
You know, I gotta say, for me, it would be like us finding the habits of an ant interesting.
What habits? They run out of their nest, they pick up food, they run back to their nest.
Exactly.
That's all they do.
in the meantime,
They don't go
except
out
for
and get a
the
damn.
strip club.
They don't
stop
go
at
out
the
and get
sports
branded.
bar.
Yeah, but I'm saying, if they are really that much more advanced than we are, then wouldn't they find us to be like little ants in an anthill? And they'd be like, oh, look, that's super cute. They got a new car. And, like, turn away?
Why would they abduct them the same
No,
night and go, wow, look at that art.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that shiny thing hanging
Because-
from your ear. What the fuck?
Okay.
Look at that
Okay.
nuclear weapon they could blow up their entire planet with.
ETs have, some of them have a season for abducting. Some of them have a timeline. Well, quite often they all have timelines for abducting. Oh dear God, you started that, Robbie. Sorry, I made the mistake of looking at the chat.
I can't find it.
What do you mean you can't find it? How'd you get off there, Joe?
You were there,
Oh,
Joe.
I'm on Discord. I know, and then I accepted a friend request, and then I can't get back to where the hell the chat was.
You're back in.
TS-48ER. Look for that.
What?
Oh, okay.
It comes across on the left side.
Holy
of my screen.
snikes, there it is.
There you are.
Hi, Joe.
What's up, Joey?
You have an earring?
So, oh crap! What the fuck were we talking about?
Bad habits.
There you are. Crap!
Well,
what the hell were we talking about, Kayla?
Bad
Alien
habits. Ooh.
Oh,
What?
gross.
Well, that too. So
So...
It looks like a scrotum.
It's a Balchinian.
It's a scrotum.
Okay.
It's a scrotum on his nose.
How's it going, Nikki?
Okay, wow.
A nose condom. Oh.
Those were his balls that make him a dickhead.
Well, so that's the other thing you have to look
the
at.
people are listening on the radio have no idea what you guys are looking at.
No shit.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to check out the Discord, it is open to everyone. It is.
And you don't know exactly what the hell we're talking about.
Come join.
But it makes you wonder, we're about the most fucked up species.
I thought. Okay, sorry.
We really are. I mean, you have circumcision, you have genital manipulation in the Middle East, you have all this weird cultural shit.
That's all related to sex?
It is.
Well, that's because ancient alien theorists believe they've been probing us for years.
But I mean, you got tongue piercings, you got fucking nipple piercings, you've got
Prince Albert's.
Prince Albert's. Oh, I wasn't even thinking. I wasn't even going there. But I mean,
okay, but you can't say there's got to be.
Huh?
There's got to be a race out there that's worse than us. Okay, there's got to be. Like, there's got to be some like weird ass fucking race.
Simple to me.
What?
It looks pretty simple to me.
Martians?
No, okay, like Predator. Maybe look at him. He's got dreadlocks. He's got like shit in his hair. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, there's got to be a race out there that's like super fucked up, just like we are, and does weird body modification crap, just like we do. Like, honestly, if you look at it, so do the Greys, but they don't do body modification in the same way. But they still manipulate. But they manipulate genos instead of the outward. They go from the insides and fucking change their shit.
There's a race that I know of. I just don't know what they're called. I don't know what they're called. I would like to hear from Keith. Unfortunately, he's not here about it. They add, if I remember correctly, they add teeth. Of who they kill. And it reminds me of things that we used to do. Teeth and fingers, and it's like...
Well, okay, you know what? And that, you look at the movie Predator. They have trophies from every... And that way, I think Predator 2 was my favorite one of them, because that's where they actually show you the trophy room. And they've got heads from every race, to include other alien heads.
Well, and I know that there was a race. It wasn't Keith that was talking to me about it. It was somebody else from one of our Paracons. I cannot remember who it was off the top of my head. But they're a warring race. And they body mutilate every time that they do a kill.
A kill, yeah.
Yeah, so they will body manipulate every time they do a kill. It's kind of like tracking them, like we would do like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
or
and cross it,
or a jail tattoo teardrop for every.
Right. For your I have X amount of kills under me, but that's how people know that they're a strong warrior or not. It's how mutilated their body is.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't remember the race.
So I mean, we're not the only ones that mutilate our bodies or do different forms of body art or anything like that. We can't be.
But
no, I wouldn't think so.
No, we're not. We're not.
It's still curious how many races do.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, there's got to be different ends of every spectrum you could possibly think of out there. There's got to be the ones that are massive manipulators of their geno or their body or their whatever. And then there's got to be ones that believe in completely free living and making sure that, like, everything is all organic and natural and shit. Right. Like, we gotta have...
Those ones don't have a body anymore. Do anything to.
Right? I mean, they might be, like, some kind of a freaking light being or something like that at that point. Like, they've gotten to the light enlightenment enough that they're just non-corporeal anymore. Like...
And Paula in the chat... Paula in the chat room wants to know if they are abducting for scientific purposes. Mostly for genetic.
Yes.
Well, now, is the genetic purposes, though, is it to further their race, or is it to add, like, certain aspects? Like, is it to make them run faster, or is it to make them breathe better, or
Well,
is it,
and
you know?
tying this into the cattle mutilations, the first cattle mutilation that was actually documented more recently, I guess, in the media would have been the horse named Kippy. And
Kippy the horse?
I think it was in Colorado.
Yep.
In the 1970s.
Okay.
And that was Linda Moulton Howe did a complete. So for listeners that want to actually study this stuff, it's kind of fascinating. But look for Linda Moulton Howe's book, Alien Harvest. Mm-hmm. And she did a whole HBO documentary in the 80s over the cattle mutilation issue going on. And it's actually it's actually still going on as recently as 2017, 2018 in Oregon. Farmers were still finding cattle mutilated in the field.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Colorado that's the Skinwalker Ranch, correct?
No, this wasn't Skinwalker.
No, that's Utah, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, this wasn't Skinwalker. This was long before Skinwalker was even known as.
Okay.
And they tried to say it was animals, or predators. Predators wouldn't go anywhere near it. And I actually have one article that I found where the cow actually survived.
Okay, so we're talking about predators, and there's a cryptid-like creature that we haven't really brought up on here. So I don't know if anybody knows anything. Has anybody heard anything about the Glimmer Man?
Oh yeah.
You talking about that Steven Seagal movie? From
No.
the 90s?
No. This is a creature that lives in the woods.
It's like a creature that lives out in the woods, but it just distorts.
It's a watcher.
Right, like it's invisible, but not really. Like you can kind of see the outline, but like Predator style.
It's like a heat wave.
Yeah,
that's all you see.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And all they do is watch. They don't do anything other than that. As far as the reports we've gotten.
Fucking perverts.
Yeah.
Well,
they're voyeurs. Voyeurs.
Mm-hmm. Is the Glimmer Man that you're talking about, was that based in Native American or Native lore?
No.
No, this was something that was cited. Oh God, what was that? It was only a few years back that somebody cited it and was like,
Northwest too.
Yeah,
here in Washington, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. It was in a forest somewhere.
Okay.
But
well, the only reason I said anything because Seagal was he was going through an Indian or Native American period in his career.
No,
so I figured he probably piggybacked off of it because I just can't imagine he came up that by accident.
That movie was based on the Vietnam War, and the Glimmer they're talking about was nuclear.
Oh, okay. I never saw the things.
I did, and it's probably one of my more. And I'm not a Steven Seagal fan by any means, but it was probably one of my favorite ones of his.
Yeah, it was right about then that his career started.
That one, not the more recent one that he did that I liked was actually you're thinking of The Patriot.
Yes,
where they have a biological issue, and the Native Americans were actually using flowers to cure it. And
right.
Yeah,
I've actually seen that one. So.
And not to be mistaken for The Patriot with Mel Gibson.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was like, what the fuck? That has nothing to do with... Sorry.
Right. No, that was a Vietnam War.
No, I was wait a minute.
But yes, so they I don't think they abduct for pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, they're abducting, and you can go any more into this, Nikki, than I can. I'm basing it on research that I've done since 1994, and you're, living it.
Well then, okay. So we've covered the crop circles, we've covered some abduction, we've covered a little bit on hybridization program.
Right.
Okay. So, I actually want to know, though, guys, your opinion on this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that we have been visited since basically the beginning of human civilization? And do you think that structures like the pyramids and Pumapunko and stuff like, do you believe that these are alien made, or do you think that these are human made?
I think yes and no. I think some are, some aren't.
Okay.
I
agree.
think
Some are not.
yeah. I think you can tell the difference by some of the technology we didn't have at the time something was built. And not even talking about the pyramid, because the pyramid I do think could have been done by humans.
No, and when I think about that, I think of more like Pumapunko, okay? Where I'm looking at this and I'm going, that's
yeah,
that has to be
the
laser
precision of it.
technology for that. Like,
Right.
it's just not something that we could do with tooling.
No.
No.
It also, it's odd that we have that exact kind of measurement in pyramids across the globe.
Well, right.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
Exactly.
and that's a good point. I think the Sphinx to me is more curious than the pyramids are. To me.
Yes. Older. Much
and-
A lot older.
Yeah.
older.
Yeah. And and the Easter Island images that are how many feet down into the ground? And we just recently discovered they've got bodies. I mean,
They found the bodies.
Every time I go to look into Easter Island, I get blocked. And I get so pissed off over that. And I'm like, why are you blocking me? Every single time. Because that has been something that my family, it's been something I have grown up with as questions. My entire family.
right.
Both my grandmother, this is on my mom's side. My grandmother, my grandfather, my mom, all of them on that side of my family had those questions about Easter Island. It was one of the last places my grandfather wanted to go before he died. Never ended up making it there, but and it was, there were questions about that, and every time I go to ask or I'd start to research, I'd get blocked just would drive me nuts. And I've never understood why. I've never understood why.
Right. And I mean, honestly,
Like Sphinx,
the Nazca Plains.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
There's certain things. And I agree with Cole, like on the cave paintings and stuff. You don't know what the hell was going on at that point in time. You don't know if, I don't know, it could have been a motorcycle helmet of the period. Two rolling rocks with a stick.
You mean the statue of the guy wearing the helmet?
Yeah.
Or however you view it?
Now there's some hieroglyphs that, they are absolutely
There are hieroglyphs all across the world.
right.
Well, that one in Indiana Jones, I'm sure, was fucking weird with C-3PO and
Right,
D2.
right.
They're all across the globe. You get them everywhere. So many different civilizations. Oh my God, who posted that? I gotta not look at that. Every time, man.
Stop looking in the chat room.
So
Nikki.
yeah, it's just like I gotta close the screen for a moment. So anyway, they're all over the globe. And Kayla and my response, I mean we've been Earth has been visited long before humans were on Earth. The planet has been visited by ETs.
Mm-hmm. Now,
that's my take on it.
I've always thought of the ancient alien theory as being wrong. Just in my opinion. Because I don't think...
Well, I'm right there with you when I do, you know, humans have been smart since the beginning
Ancient
of time.
alien theory.
Um,
So explain the ancient alien theory.
well, they think everything was done by aliens. The humans were never smart enough to do something, basically.
Yeah.
And you know, I agree with the aspect that, yeah, absolutely, humans could have done a lot of the stuff that they're giving aliens credit for.
Well... okay, but, like, something has always made me think of the world in a recycling pattern. Okay? Where there's civilizations that come and go, different species that come and go. Okay, and I'm not talking like dinosaurs. I mean, dinosaurs, yes, obviously, they existed from this time period to that, and all that jazz. Okay? But, I mean, full-fledged, like, from... the beginning of like amoebas and shit like this all the way up to advanced human civilization. Okay? And then I believe some cataclysm or something happens, just like it happens in every actual like civilization, to where it brings us back down to the beginning of like our evolutionary point, and we go again from there back up again until we're at a technological advancement, and then so on and so forth as more of a recycling world.
So then why the fuck isn't it a possibility that we did it, not like all that stuff in the...
Well, and that's what I'm saying, is me personally, I don't think that the aliens did it. I believe that we did, but we did in a previous reincarnation of a advanced life that was here beforehand.
And that's...
Just like Atlantis. That goes back into Atlantis.
Yeah, it's highly likely.
What's that group that starts with an M?
What? Majestic 12?
No, the... not
M. Night
human group,
Shyamalan.
the human group. Like the first humans.
Microman?
No.
Micronauts?
Neanderthal?
It's on the first M. It's the first... It's a place. And
Mesopotamia.
yeah, I keep wanting to call
Sorry.
them... I want to call them the mesotheliomans.
Mesotheliomans.
You saw that commercial too? I see that
if you were
commercial
going to give a
all the
plan,
time.
Everybody in the Mercury mind is like, it was me! Oh, sorry.
But, I mean, look at the Baghdad battery.
Nah.
I think humans created the Baghdad battery. Now, I do think it's possible that, you know, Einstein, for example, using him as an example, was trying to figure out a theorem, and maybe aliens came down and said, hey, no, add this instead of that. And did aliens do it? No, Einstein did it.
I think you guys are forgetting one major part of being human.
What's that?
90% of the things we invent are accidents. The Baghdad battery, I think, is an accident. It's a byproduct.
It could be.
They had no idea that there was fucking electricity in it.
well, yeah, nylon's an accident. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. We always
use it
stumble
for
into
light
stuff
bulbs,
afterwards.
Huh?
They use it for lights.
Yeah, but there has to be some form of connection there too. Just because, okay, we seem to create things in cycles, and we seem to create things at the same time other people are creating the same thing without knowledge of another person creating it. Okay, so there has to be some, I don't know what you would call that, but there's got to be something that at this point, this particular type of technology needed to be built in order to advance us further than that point.
So there would be two explanations: collective consciousness, which some would
so like your cosmic consciousness or your Akashic
universal
whatever,
thought,
yeah, right,
universal thought, or aliens.
Right.
I'm not saying it's aliens,
but it could be aliens.
but it could be aliens.
It could be it.
Okay. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like for instance, like they tried to create the telephone at the same time. Two separate people on two separate ends of the earth that didn't have any connection with each other.
Right.
And they both patented it within a couple of days of each other of different things that did the same thing. You know, that kind of crap. Like, there has to be a reason that we created phone lines and electricity and this and that at the times and stages that we did.
I agree, Robert. Popcorn was an accident. Somebody left the corn sitting on the sidewalk in a rack, and it blew up. I say a rack because we actually scramble eggs on the sidewalk. Yeah, it gets that fucking hot. So it can only happen in the Middle East. Yeah.
Did they have corn in the Middle East?
They have all kinds of shit.
Well, yeah, now they do, but when
No.
popcorn was made,
No,
they didn't have corn, did they?
Yeah.
No, they actually
No.
don't.
Yeah.
They didn't.
You got
swear
corn
they
now.
had.
Corn is an American, South American
Oh.
thing.
I'm an idiot.
Because
Yes.
they have places, one of the Templar Scottish Rites buildings, it's in Scotland. And they look up and they go, well, look, this was built in before Columbus went over, right?
Mm-hmm.
But up here, if you look on the carvings of the wall, there's corn and
Mm-hmm.
corn stalks. Europe didn't know what corn was at that time. So
Right.
there you go.
Huh.
They didn't find out what corn was until Columbus and his buddies came over, and they said, hey, corn, and they brought it back to Europe.
Right. Well, and I mean, if you actually look at the original, like, corn stalks and the original bananas and, like, all of that crap, they look absolutely nothing like the ones we have now.
That's because bananas are clones.
You're a clone.
No, that still bothers me.
Yeah, each banana is
No,
a
they're
clone of
genetically.
another banana.
Yeah, but they're all
If you're
cloned from
1900, you
one.
couldn't find a banana, you'd find a plantain.
If
Yeah.
something happens to the bananas that we eat now, like they get a disease, they will literally go extinct.
All bananas die. It's kind of like the bees.
Not the worst thing that ever happened to the
I've done
universe.
research on that. It's pretty creepy. I agree with you, Cole. I have a hard time with that.
Robert's still stuck on porn.
Just close the window, Robert.
Did you say porn or corn?
Corn. We say corn.
Like
we say corn.
Pornhub.
Like Cornhub. Or cornholing.
Yeah, no, he's on porn because he's talking about yellow tree dicks.
Yep, he's talking about porn on the wall. Porn on the wall.
You can't forget the butter.
Oh, God. Oh.
You gotta have the lube.
Thanks, Kayla. You went to butter. Oh,
Back on that again.
Hot buttered yellow tree dicks. Let's go.
Joe, what the fuck is post-Columbian porn?
That's before Columbus.
Everything after.
oh. The Puritans tried to shut it down when the brothels opened up.
It's a new type of coffee. It's made with extra cream.
Is it that guy and the donkey?
Oh, not a donkey. No, I saw that video too. That video is actually circulating around the barracks. It's a Swedish bestiality.
Swedish? Now it's Swedish?
Yeah,
Okay.
yep. It was.
You got some weird fantasies, bro.
No, it wasn't mine. It was still on VHS back then too.
I never go to the Swiss.
I think the collie was the worst one.
The what?
The dog.
What are you?
Oh my god. Oh.
What's the news about when she jerked up the horse?
I think Eric broke this time.
Oh, yeah, I'd be all broke. Oh my God, I'm still vibrating the fucking ringtone. Oh.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh. And I haven't even added the Baileys to the coffee yet.
I didn't realize that alien habits would be so funny.
So are you saying nuns are actually aliens?
I'm just saying this is out of the world.
Okay. Oh.
I found the horse Eric was talking about.
Hey, it's oh, what the fuck is it? Yeah, the talking horse.
Brock. Shit. It's a cyborg.
Oh my God, you guys.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
What else were we going to be talking about? Oh my God!
Oh.
Don't.
What other kind of alien
Aliens, alien abductions. What else did we miss?
Well, actually, you know what? Bringing up the cyborg here, okay? So, we've talked about advanced alien races having all this crazy-ass technology and everything else. But we've talked about them being just them butt-ass naked, according to Nikki. Okay? So...
Well, not all of them. Not all of them.
Alright, because I was going to say, like, hey, man... Some races I wouldn't mind seeing butt-ass naked, but okay.
oh
That's
no,
we
no,
have
no.
souls.
No,
They
Robert. Cole and I actually did a 24-hour show. They wouldn't survive that.
Now, are we? Wait. Okay. Fuck.
Oh, do you remember the
Like,
last
did
2
you-
hours of our 24-hour marathon?
I'm
Oh, my
sorry, man. All you made me think of was all those redheaded giants, and I was like, "Oh fucking Jesus, Rick." Okay. Sorry.
Look, I don't think we barely get to 2 hours. 24 hours is past a
Oh, no.
lot.
Oh freaking Jesus. Okay. Whoa. We did a 24-hour
We did a
show.
24-hour
If you want to
fucking
see the
marathon.
24-hour show, go back in time a couple of years. It was not good. Okay?
It was
I'm
fun
telling
for
you.
the first 12.
By the time...
We were just talking about this.
Funny.
Huh.
We were just talking about this.
Funny.
Yeah.
The 24-hour
Oh, I
marathon.
The world recycles
Now-
itself. We're not there yet. We can't just go back in time like it's a freaking trip to the mall.
You can go
Why
on the
not?
channel and listen to the 24-hour
Donnie
marathon.
Darko
You
did
haven't
it.
invented that yet.
Oh.
Get on it.
You know
I'm
what?
gonna do a 24-hour show. I gotta have protein, vitamin B12, vitamin B6.
Oh, that's not
Yeah,
even that's not even in the
serious
planning phase yet. Don't
And
worry about
every single one of us needs to have our cameras on. Okay.
it. You might be in a video by then.
Kayla, you still have the beer, the key to the beer locker at the Red Apple, right?
Nobody
I mean,
needs
that's-
to know this. No. I'm just playing.
That is classified.
Now if they get robbed, I'm fucked. Thanks.
I think I'm going to need a few bangs.
They noticed, would they?
Sorry. What?
Oh.
I think I'm going to need a few bangs before that.
You're gonna need a few bangs.
Yeah.
Oh, the energy drink. Oh, okay.
Them too.
I was
That's right.
just gonna say you don't want to
I was
see
going
it.
to say I don't have access to a
That's
gun.
why she wants to turn the energy or turn the cameras on. Apparently,
Alright,
for the banging.
so everybody can watch you but down a bang? Okay, I don't think so.
Oh shit!
Okay, coffee. Are those Vikings? Those are Vikings. Okay.
Oh, you'll definitely be on the show for that one, Robert.
Are we seriously thinking about doing that again? I almost died the first fucking time.
Not till Halloween. That'll be a Halloween show for you.
Oh,
Jesus
no.
fucking Christ. You do 24 hours of Halloween? We can't even do 2 hours of Alien Habits.
Can't be Halloween.
What?
Can't be Halloween.
Well, we just
No.
Dude, Nikki turned into an alien.
Huh?
Nikki, your face went weird.
She's frozen.
She's stuck.
What about the
oh,
Facebook
we broke her.
Uh-oh.
here?
Broke her.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Ah, she came
Oh,
back.
there you are.
Okay.
Oh, those eyes.
That was creepy, dude. Okay. Like you froze in the most peculiar way.
Robert, I totally didn't read that as Scotsman. I thought that said scrotum.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah.
Most peculiar way. I want to see that. That could be
Nikki, did you just say you want to see Robert's scrotum?
Oh my.
I said that could be fun. I was talking about something completely different.
Sure
Well,
we
he
go.
is
Sure
from
we go.
down under, so.
Oh, we're gonna get flagged on this show for porn.
Flagged? Okay, I swear to God, I thought you said we're gonna get pegged on this show for sure.
Okay.
And yes, Ron Valdez run a story yet again. So.
If we're seriously considering a 24-hour show, it would have to be during the summer.
Yeah,
Summer.
around the bonfire.
I can't have my kids in school during that.
Huh?
I can't have the kids in school.
Oh,
during that.
fuck no.
Yeah, no.
Oh, right.
No, they need
Yeah,
to be.
it'd be a problem.
You know what? They need to be at Grandma's house if we're gonna do that. I can't.
No, it'd be yeah.
This show is good.
Oh.
So, yes, I agree it is, Paula.
According to Rick, we don't have any souls.
We don't.
I think Paula would agree with you, at least regarding me. So.
I think
Oh,
souls
wow.
are overrated.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's like a long-running joke in our house that if the rapture comes, I got to grab onto Cole's legs. So,
I'll just wave at y'all, fly in the air, and giggle.
Well, I think we've always discussed with ourselves here that when we get to heaven, that the whole concept of being a mansion, she's going to have this nice, because she's done all these great deeds and she's been such a good person. I'm basically going to be living in a doghouse, and we don't even have any dogs. So, yeah.
You can
it's
come
okay,
over here.
Rick. I'll join you on the borderlands. Jeez.
You can come over here and share with Daisy.
What?
Yeah.
You can come over here and share with Daisy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Wouldn't be the worst thing. Daisy's pretty good company.
Me, Rick, and this witch over here, we're all just going to hang out.
But you know what? I'll enjoy the silence for a while.
Oh, my God. Dude,
Fuck you! Just because I'm gone, dickhead.
You really think you're going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I know I'm going. Weight doesn't matter. I checked.
so you're going to Mars?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hey, so if you were a larger-breasted woman, per se, and you were to go to, I don't know, like...
If I were a what?
Paula, you want to come in on this?
What do you want to know?
Well, okay, so if you were to go to a different planet where the gravity was a little bit less, do you think that you would suffocate?
Yes. Okay, listen to this. I used to go horseback riding. In 2002, I went horseback riding and only bothered to wear one bra. I nearly gave myself black eyes.
See, that's...
Woo!
This is why I... Okay.
You're not supposed to try.
Wow, Nikki, calm your tits. No.
That's exactly what I said to them.
This is honestly why, okay?
I am a hard-dressed woman. Hello.
This is why I don't ever want to go to space. Because I'm seriously afraid that I'm going to suffocate and die, and not because of the atmosphere. Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to bring Paula in from the living room. She can take over for me at this point.
Are you saying you're not gonna suffocate from your moobs?
No. Actually, at the rate I'm going, maybe.
Bury his face. You know how a guy likes to bury his face between a woman's tits?
Okay.
Well, you'd end up doing that to your own tits because in space, they're gonna go boo.
Now, if a dude... Okay.
Going, oh, well, then how do I
So here's the other part. If a guy has a beard, would it start growing upwards?
No.
Yep.
No, because you use a beard cream.
Depends on how long it is.
Right?
No,
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
hold on.
ZZ Top in
Guys,
space?
and yeah, that could be a problem.
Right, that's what I'm saying. ZZ Top in space?
Well, ZZ, not,
That one's proven that it
we're
wouldn't.
down one.
Huh?
That one is proven that
We're down
it
to
wouldn't.
It wouldn't?
No,
Your beard would go up your nose.
no,
No?
because 2 astronauts did have a beard when they came back.
Okay.
They were given pomade.
Oh, so they just bearded it down with, like,
Yes.
goo. Okay.
Well, not with their own personal goo. That's gross.
Okay, whoa. Like beard balm or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You don't just rock one and then frickin' spread it out on your beard, Kayla. That's weird.
Oh, God. Okay,
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. Is that why aliens like the Greys don't have hair? Because it would just
You
be,
know
like,
what?
straight up and, like, funky.
The aliens on Battleship had beards.
Okay.
They looked more like...
yeah.
Yeah, but those are neck beards.
Oh, I guess
Well,
Klingons
they
have,
were.
like, mustache things.
But
and-
that's what I like about Battleship the best was they showed the aliens, the race on that movie, as having specific jobs, as
Right.
having beards, I like that movie.
Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because with different
Right.
gravities, you would have different features
Right.
that wouldn't be there necessarily. Because, like I think of the Greys, and I think of them, they have to come from a planet where they had less gravity than Earth because they're all, like, pulled out and skinny, right? And obviously they'd have no hair because hair would grow all funky and long and weird, like a mermaid or something. And... like, maybe that's why their skin is the color that it is.
No.
Yeah. What?
It's not. It's because their cows were mutilated before they got to them because of fucking Uber Eats. We talked about this.
Yep.
That was in the first hour.
Oh dear God.
1 star for those bastards.
Oh my god.
What?
Cafeteria Mars got burnt down.
Huh?
Huh?
Okay, Paula says it seems like their skin might be tougher or thicker than ours, and that would omit the need for hair, right? Okay, I'm gonna say something. The Greys, many. Oh dear God, I never those Robert. The ETs, the Greys, many of them do not have hair. However, the hybrid Greys, many of them do. And it is black, and the hair itself is hollow.
Hollow
Now,
hair?
The reason I know that the hair shaft itself is hollow, and it's the hair that I have seen is solid black, but in just the right light, it reflects blue. But some way, somehow, I know that each hair shaft is hollow. It absolutely. Oh my dear God, Paul, that's a holy crap. Anyway, in the chat, he posted something. Anyway, so the hybrid Greys, they have hair. I don't know how else to say this, but the pureblood Greys, they don't. I mean, they are. I was going to say skinless, but they're hairless. And yes, some of them do wear clothing, whereas like the tall Greys do not. I've never seen that I can remember so far. I have never seen a tall, and if I watch that, I can't even. That's about it. So anyway.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that.
Nice save, Dickie. Good job. All chickens.
They don't have any hair. I immediately saw that. She doesn't have big enough tits, man.
Nope.
Okay, hello. I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, there's
And that's what she said.
That's not a vulchinium, that's a scrotum neck. They're slightly different.
So we are coming down to like
Yeah.
the last 6 minutes of the show. Oh, good God.
You said they weren't big enough.
So, for our listeners, next week I expect a lot of you to be on our Discord chat where you can actually enjoy the fun of the show. Look for the S-4 Bunker Paranormal Discord.
Yeah, check us out on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. We're everywhere. So come join us, follow us, do all the regular things.
And check out our
And their
sponsor.
sponsor.
Yes, check out our sponsor, Reaper Apparel Co. Get all your Reaper needs.
Yep, and use the use S4 Bunker as your promo code, and you will get what, 15% off?
10% off. But
10% off?
don't let the name fool you. It's not just apparel. They got stickers. They got everything.
Mugs. Yep, it's a full-fledged store, not just clothes. Next week we're talking Egypt.
We're talking the pyramids.
Well,
And then-
let's make it Egypt in general.
Huh?
Egyptians in general. Did the Egyptians build the pyramids? Joe?
No. They
Why
found them.
It was Khufu and his crew.
Bring,
No.
bring your explanation why next week.
And then the week after we are going to be taking off, my parents are coming from Canada, so
Bring them on the show.
Oh,
You know,
yes, please do that.
I honestly had thought about it, but this is the first time I've seen them in a year and a half. I'm unfortunately going to be a little selfish. I'm sorry, listeners, but
Oh no!
I want as much time as I can with them.
See them again.
That's not even selfish. That is no. He's going to be with his family. There'll be no show that week.
And they would be entertaining to have on the show, mostly because my dad loves to make fun of me. So, friend.
Oh wait, no! We're
I
having
think
you
we
on the
found
show.
a reason why we're not doing the show.
Oh no, it's all in good fun.
Fuck, bud.
Friend. So, but yeah. So,
Hey, but we
next
are having a
week's-
bonfire, right? With your family?
It depends on if it floods. Dad is so worried about that right
It ain't gonna flood.
Alright.
It ain't gonna flood. The river is low as hell right now.
now. I told him that too, but he said anything can happen.
Yeah, bullshit.
Friend.
The snow is already receded.
Well, the last 2 times they came here was in the middle of a natural disaster.
Yeah.
Okay, it struck
Yeah.
like 2 seconds
No,
after they got
the
here.
river is low as hell, and most of the lower snow is already melted.
Yeah.
So,
The
Anyways,
upper snow's not going to
so join us
Bye.
next
No,
week when we talk about the interspecies erotic. No.
What?
Never
now Mount Baker might erupt, but it's talking to flood.
Hey, can we just go back to the point where every time Cole's parents come in, there's a natural disaster? Maybe we shouldn't let them come visit. I'm here now. So
No, Mount Baker's not going to erupt. It'll be Glacier Peak. But yeah, no.
Hey, guess what? Cascadian fault line, bitches.
Guys,
That screws all of us. Oh my
it's
god,
going to
even
be
you,
Yellowstone
Joe.
if it's anything.
Yeah, I know. Putin's got a weapon pointed at it. Oh, anyway.
Yeah, it's spewing out hydrochloric acid now, or something weird.
all right.
All right, let's talk about not spewing, and let's go with we're doing Egyptians next weekend.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Next week.
Egyptian sounds cool.
with that, everybody say goodnight, Joe.
Good night,
Good night, Joe.
Night, Joe.
Good night.
Wait, who is Joe?
Huh?
No.
Joe's the guy that spoke 3 times during this episode.
Nick is Joe.
All right. Good night,
Nick-
everybody. We'll see you next week.
Good night.
Night-night.
Data transfer complete. System malfunction. Please evacuate immediately. Program terminated.
Son of a biscuit eater.